PJNet Live, you are witnessing history in the making, and we are fortunate to have one of the foremost, yet unknown, political pundits and PJNet contributor, American refugee out of the New Orleans, Louisiana bayous. And he is not in our chat room because he's one of the number crunchers. What have you to say?
What I have to say right now is at this point I would give Cruz about a 98% chance of carrying the night. I'm waiting for some more numbers to come in. I can't pick it up to 100% yet. An amazing night where it's going to be Cruz 1, Trump 2, Rubio 3. I got 75% of the vote reporting right now, with Cruz leading 28 to 25%. What's amazing, Mark, and I may point a link later, not to toot my own horn too much, but I earlier today made a prediction right down to the number of votes that each candidate would receive. And I literally predicted that Ted Cruz would receive 40,600 votes. With 75% in, he's got 31,036. I also predicted that Ted Cruz would win the race 28 to 25, which is where the numbers are right now. So just a little bit of patting myself on the back there.
Well, let me ask you this. I don't keep up with it, like I depend on you, but everything I see on Twitter
Why'd I make that pick?
Had Trump at about a 5% spread over Cruz. What happened? Why did you go with Cruz?
Why did I go with Cruz? I looked at the numbers on every single poll. Every single poll that was predicting these Trump wins was predicting voter turnouts of around the 175,000 or higher area. The all-time record turnout for a Iowa Republican caucus was 4 years ago at about 124,000. And when I looked at the percentage change of Republican voters, that suggested to me a turnout of about 132,000. And when I analyzed it, I said, okay, it may go up a little bit, but I don't see it going up as high as 175,000. So I predicted that turnout would come in at about 150,000, basically the 150,000 most likely voters. And if you just change that around in all the polls, you saw it change, because essentially what they were predicting is that a lot of low information voters that know very little were going to come to vote for the rock star, come to vote for the reality TV star that they know. And I just didn't think they would. I didn't see any reason to believe it would go that high. There was not that kind of increase in Republican registration. There was just no reason to believe it. They were counting on huge, huge numbers of first-time caucus goers in Iowa who had never voted before to turn out and vote for Trump, and that has not materialized.
And
Let me say something, Mark, in the middle of the analysis, because I want to say something. God bless everybody in that chat room right now. God bless everybody that's been a Cruz Crew person for months now, trashing their Twitter timeline, tweeting out meme after meme after meme, doing everything they could to support Ted Cruz, because we were told it was impossible for him to win Iowa, and we have won Iowa. Well, I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. I want to see a few more numbers come in. But right now, literally, I'd put the odds at about 98%. With Cruz up by 3 points right now, with 75% of the votes counted, Trump would have to lead by like 12 points in the final 20.
In the remaining precincts.
Vote to catch up, and that's just very, very, very unrealistic, particularly when you look at where the numbers are not coming from yet. So I would expect the numbers to hold right about where they are right now, at about Cruz 28, Trump 25, Rubio 22. By the way, I did under predict Rubio. I thought Rubio would be at about 18%, so I wasn't perfect. Rubio's at 22, and I thought that Rand Paul would do a little better. That Rubio basically got more votes than I thought he would, and Rand Paul got less. The rest are coming out pretty doggone close to what I thought. Really embarrassing, isn't it, to see Bush down at 3% of the vote?
Embarrassing? I don't know if that would be the characterization by many. Me being from Florida, it's hard to see somebody. It doesn't matter. At least the polls were accurate in that. I mean, they were predicting very low numbers for Bush, and that has held true. But I am amazed at the grassroots outpouring. This started, the Cruise Crew started back in June out of thin air. That hashtag did not exist. And what you're seeing, folks, is...
We created the Cruise Crew hashtag.
No doubt about it.
Ted Cruz calls it Cruise Crew. Everybody all over the country calls it Cruise Crew now. You know, we created that. And should I say you created it, Mark?
It was a committee decision. There were other hashtags. I lobbied for Cruise Crew, and it prevailed. But you know, put it this way: regardless of the hashtag that we would have settled on, the same thing would have happened.
Right.
Because of you all, because of the people in this chat room, because of the people, you all are making a difference, folks. We are watching some historic moments, not only in Iowa politics, but also in Twitter. I will remind you that the Obama election, many pundits credited the social media impact. Folks, we are seeing the fruit of the labor. And we cannot rest on our laurels. We need to double down. We're going to see more attacks. We are also going to see more people gravitating to us. So let's be hospitable. Let's absorb and assimilate and build the team. Build the team.
Try to avoid the nah.
Yeah, don't poke your finger in their eye. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, they're hurting. Okay, and yeah, some of them acted kind of rude, but they're hurting, and you don't want to completely turn them off from ever coming over to Team Cruise. Okay,
right.
So don't go nah, poke the finger.
We're going to need their help. Okay,
we will.
We're going to need their help. So, folks, we're very, very pleased to bring you one of the most unknown, one of the best kept secrets in political punditry. American refugee. I have known him for some time. We have been in this together, and he is one of the most brilliant political minds that I have ever seen, and I've seen Fox News and all of their pundits. Okay, refugee, you're the best, and we appreciate you, and hopefully we'll get to check in again a little bit.
Can I give you some good news?
Quickly.
97% reporting. Ted Cruz, 28%. Donald Trump, 24, Marco Rubio, 23. Ted Cruz has won the Iowa caucuses. He has 41,715 votes with 97% reporting. I predicted that he would get 40,500 votes. Excuse me. I predicted that he would get, let me look at it. I predicted that he would get 40,500 votes. Yeah, and he's right now got 41,715. I'm just gonna pat myself on the back. I have to, but I also have to say thank you to everybody that's a member of Cruise Crew.